Sorry.
It's not your fault. It was a product of 33 people in one classroom.
Okay.
We ended yesterday. With a picture just of a graph that I had sketched, correct? So I'll just do something similar to it. It's probably pretty similar. It's not exact, I'll guarantee you that. Okay. Now I asked you, what is the limit? And on this picture, I would say, what is the limit as x approaches 3? We'll call this f of x. I did. Yeah, it's 2 because that's the y value, correct? Okay. Because we are, and again, calculus is kind of like dynamic, it's motion based. So you're approaching that from both directions, from the side. The question is, how high do you end up? Okay. In this case, we're going down. Now, the both directions clause is very important. What if I ask you as x approaches 1? What is the limit? 2? Why is it 2?
Because the final point.
That's where the solid dot is, not the hollow one. We're actually wrong. Okay. This is the difference between location and where you're going with limits. For limits, you have to go to the same spot for a limit to actually exist. Okay, this limit does not exist. Does not exist. Okay. So if there's a split in the graph, the limit does not exist. Now that's a jump discontinuity or an infinite discontinuity, right? I'm going to extend my graph here. What's the limit as x approaches 4? Here's the question you're asking. From the left side and from the right side, am I going to the same location? I am. So that there is a limit here, and it is 3. You see the difference? Here, we're headed to the same spot. Here, we're headed to the same spot. Here, we're not. Okay? So So it can be discontinuous at a point discontinuity, there's still a limit, because you're going to the same location. But if it's jump or infinite, we have issues. Okay? Good. We can deal with these jumps. Okay? So we have a left-hand limit, which side am I coming from? Just the left. So I'm gonna write a limit that just comes from the left. This doesn't matter anymore. So the limit as x approaches 1 from the left, that's what the minus sign means, coming from this direction. And what would the limit be from just from this side? 2, correct. Okay. Solid and hollow don't matter for limits. So if this is defined as from the left, we only consider coming from the left side of 1. Right? The next one will be from the right. We get 3 correct. So we write it like this. Yeah, this. I think left-handed is where the negatives are on the axis, right? So that's what that means. Come from the negative side. This is the right-hand limit. Come from the positive side.
So will you actually see that within our book?
What?
Like, will you actually see the negative sign in our book? Will they do that, or will they say right?
No, this is AP notation,
Okay.
book and test.
Okay.
Yep. This limit doesn't exist, correct? Because these two do not match. Right? That makes sense. So here they match because they both go to 3. That's why the limit is 3. But this one does not exist because these do not match. Right? We have an intuitive feel of limits. Like graphical limits. I love graphical limits. They're fun and they're easy. Let's see if there's anything else. Did I write your homework down yesterday?
No.
I did. I let you off the hook, didn't I'm just making sure I covered everything I want to cover on graphical limits. Oh, that's a good one. Here, you might see this referred to as one-sided limits. If you see, calculate the one-sided limits, that means do the left-handed, do the right-handed limits. Make sense? The one thing I didn't mention, what if I do that? Does this change the limit as x approaches 4? No, it does not change it. You're still going to this spot. This is where the location is. This is where you're going. So if this occurs, you still know that is a valid answer. Think like I-70, Denver, Colorado Springs, Denver as a whole. That's where we're going. All right, I'm gonna get you started here, give you a few minutes to practice. Okay. 2.2A. Yeah. So get started there. We'll probably talk about numerical limits starting here in about 10 minutes. Okay, it just depends on what I decide.
Wait, just 2.2A due on, Tuesday?
This is Tuesday. I might add to it here in a bit.
I don't
But
think
get
we-
started. I just want to know if you have any questions.
26.
I tried to. He didn't want to, so. Got a lot of people.